Don't have to be a star baby to be on my show. You don't have to be a star baby to be on this show. You don't have to be a star baby, but you better be bold. Yeah. Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening to you and yours. And of course, welcome to the Little Hut Podcast. Brown on Cleveland, brown, 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 that damn brown on Cleveland. So before we get started, as always, first of all, welcome again inside the Little Hut Podcast, where it may get a tad bit hot. But before we start, let me say hello to our sponsors. And of course, that's Aletha Johnson of Dream Team Realty. And if you're looking for a single property, commercial home, new development, whatever the case may be, call my favorite realtor at 216 375 3681. Then, if you're looking for t shirts, hoodies, jackets, tumblers, cups, mugs, team uniforms, family and class reunion memorabilia or paraphernalia, call New Beginnings 1111 Creations, and that's Angie Marie. She's local, she's located in Maple Heights, and she can be reached at 216 395 7335. Then, of course, I got to say hello to all of my good friends over in Garfield Heights, concerned citizens. Of course, they are one of our favorite sponsors. And I always take care of Garfield. Why? Because they always take care of me. So let's get right down into it. Let's talk about 2024. So let me say happy holidays, happy New Year's, and everything else. But don't forget that we're getting ready to go into election season 2025. And during the last podcast, I told you guys about the city of Cleveland, about, council reduction to 15 from 17. But in lieu of that, 4 council people must go. We need new blood, fresh blood, and we need some new thinking, not that old stinking thinking that the current city council members, some of them, not all, but that they manifest in their heart spirits and in their non-intelligent souls. Brown on Cleveland? Yes, I said it. So let's go ahead and get down to the get down, because today we're going to cover some races over in Maple Heights, Garfield, and of course, the city of Cleveland. But right now, let's start off with the city of Maple Heights. Now, there are some hot races to watch in 2025 because all of the odd districts are up for reelection. So let's start with District 7. District 7 in Maple Heights is owned by Councilwoman Edwina A.G. A.G. is the senior council person, so she knows a lot, she does a lot, and sometimes she does absolutely too much. But during election 25, I will say this: maintain, retain Edwina A.G. for councilperson of District 7. And I really wish that she wouldn't run for councilwoman, because really she needs to be council president. But I don't know if she wants to make that move. But in lieu of the fact, make sure you guys retain Edwina AG. And on top of that, hey, most people even know not to even challenge her because they know darn well that they may not win. Let's go to District 5. Now, District 5 is Tangela Matten. I say let's get rid of Tangela Matten all day long. She needs to be replaced. And I have a person in mind who can do a better job than what Matten has done. Now, if you go through 5 is a hot ASS mess. Plus, Matten likes to call people out their names, and she's a bully. And District 5 needs someone who can work with everybody, not the selected few that she chooses to work with. It's time to make a change, District 5. Get rid of Tangela Madden. Plus, she just is about as old as Biden. No pun intended, but it's just simply time to change the seat and do new things. Now, let's go to District 3. Now, in District 3, the council person is Timothy Tatum. Come see, come saw. I don't know if you should retain him or if you should get rid of him. Let's see what happens. Let's see whether or not he has any competitors. Now, I do know this. Mr. Tatum, he offers a lot of resources and a lot of events for his residents, but he got to travel that ward and do what's right by all constituents. Then let's go to District 1. District 1 is being held down by Councilman Stafford Chenette. Now, we know about Stafford Chenette, right? Because Councilman Stafford Chenette, he ran for mayor for the city of Maple Heights. Now, I too much didn't care about him running for mayor. I don't think he was a good fit, not that particular time. But I will say this, if he does not decide to run for his seat in District 1, he ought to be thinking about running for the council president. May not have been mayor material, not just yet, but I kid you not, he would make a great council president. But since we're talking about Maple Heights council president run, here's the situation. The current council president, Mr. Ron Jackson, everybody knows that, hey, I've had problems with him in the past, but hey, come see, come saw, things happen. Sometimes there are conversations that are held behind the scenes that a lot of people are not privy to. So all I'm going to say is this regarding the council president race. Maple Heights has a council president race coming up. Here are my 3 picks for council president. 1, either retain Ron Jackson. 2, go back and get Richard Trujansky to run for that seat. 3, listen, Stafford Chenette, you can win council president. You really can. You just got to make sure you get the right campaign manager. That's all you got to do, because you're more than qualified to hold that seat. But Maple Heights, you have 3 strong competitors for the council president seat. Don't look anywhere else. No one else is really qualified. I'm telling you. Listen, council president race in the city of Maple Heights, 2025, Kimberly F. Brown, the political consultant, I am calling this race. It would either be Ron Jackson, Richard Trujansky, or Stafford Chenette. And I'll tell you this is the reason why I would hope that Edwina A.G. would throw her hat in the race, because she would definitely win, without a doubt, hands down. I believe that she can beat all 3 men, but I think she's going to stay over in District 7. So listen, Maple Heights, council president is a very important race. Make sure you look at these 3 candidates and these 3 candidates only: Ron Jackson, Richard Trujansky, and Stafford Chenette. Brown, 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 simply Brown on Cleveland. I put my money on all 3 of them, but I think I know which one can make it happen. Brown on Cleveland. Maple Heights 2025 election. All right, let's now go to the city of Cleveland. We know that the city of Cleveland is getting ready to lose 2 council seats. They're going from 17 to 15 simply because the city of Cleveland cannot retain their population. People are moving out of the city. Why? Because the quality of life is not up to par where it should be. Whose fault is it? It's everybody's fault. The mayor and the council people and the business people and the stakeholders and the residents. So everybody is responsible for the population loss. So we already know, again, that we're going to lose 2 seats, but I think we should be getting rid of 4 council people. And I told you during the last podcast that I was going to start naming the ones that I particularly don't care for. But before we do that, we know that Council President Blaine Griffin, that he had a press conference and he talked about the preliminaries of the map. And there's a strong possibility and probability that 4 council people may have to run against each other. Well, in one race, they're saying that Anthony Harrison and Mike Polensek may go at it. That's going to be a heated race. Then they're talking about Richard Starr and Rebecca Mora. I don't know anything about Rebecca, but damn it, I know some stuff about Richard. I'm telling you, I am going to watch those races. But also, too, listen, one person that we ought to be getting rid of, and her name is Deborah Gray. Now, here's the issue I have with my council president, Blaine Griffin. Blaine Griffin made a statement during the press conference that he wants to retain the women on council. I don't have an issue with that, but I do have an issue with the statement. I don't mind retaining anybody, but I don't think that we ought to be retaining people because of their sex and their race. I believe that intelligence matters. I believe that every single council person, they should know the wards of which they serve. These are not their wards. These seats don't belong to them. These seats belong to the people. And what we don't need on any city council, we don't need a bully. And we know that Deborah Gray is a bully because she tried to bully me. We know that she likes to lightweight assault people. We know that because she did it to me. We know that she has a smart, nasty, funky attitude. I know because it was just done to me. So this is not something I'm making up. This is something that I know. So if she's treating me as kind as I am, as nice as I am, like I am worthless, then I can only imagine what she's doing to people in Cleveland Ward 4. And we already know that a lot of people in Cleveland Ward 4, they don't like her, and they find her to be incompetent. And then my other thing is this: education matters. I don't know if this woman has a high school diploma. I don't know if she has a BA, but I know for a fact she does not have an MPA because I carry one of those. I don't believe she's a fit. Everybody knows that if Ken Johnson would have not gone to jail, she would not be in that seat. Everybody knows that if Gail Sparks would have run for that seat, she would not be in that seat. That seat was literally handed to her because nobody else wanted the seat. But in lieu of the fact, attitude means a lot, and I don't believe that she's credible enough to maintain the seat. Again, Kimberly F. Brown on Cleveland, we can drop, and we will drop 100,000 newspapers during the 2025 election. So therefore, we can prove that education matters because we want people to understand that they do have a choice, and their choice is their voice. Kimberly F. Brown, that damn Brown on Cleveland. That's one. Also, too, let's look at the Cleveland mayor's race. Now, we already know that the current mayor, Justin Bibb, is out there campaigning. We hope that he gets some competitors. So here are the people that I would like to see run against Justin Bibb. I would honestly like to see Mike Polensek run for mayor for the city of Cleveland. I believe that Mr. Polensek would do an outstanding job for this city. I would like to see Blaine Griffin run for the city of Cleveland. I like his compassion, I like his transparency, and I like the fact that he knows what he's doing. I would love to see my council president run for mayor of the city of Cleveland. And outside of council, outside of Cleveland City's government, I would like to see Sister Nina Turner run for mayor for the city of Cleveland. I believe she has exactly what we need in order to move this city forward. Brown, 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 that damn brown on Cleveland. Listen, Clevelanders, do not allow the current mayor not to have an opponent. My choices: Mike Polenzek, Blaine Griffin, or Nina Turner for mayor for the city of Cleveland. Brown, brown, brown. Hey, election 2025, that damn brown on Cleveland. Now, let's go to the city of Garfield Heights. We know that the current mayor is Matt Burke. Matt Burke is the current mayor of the city of Garfield Heights. And as I scour through the city of Garfield Heights, I really can't find anyone who can rightfully challenge Mayor Matt Burke. I'm hearing some rumors about some people who may jump in the race. I'm not sure if they can get the job done. There's one, I believe, who may tangle with him, and when that announcement is made, I can talk about it. I want to talk about it, but I can't at this particular time. So listen, Garfield Heights, you guys have some races coming up. One, your mayor's race. And keep in mind, this is not about a popular race. This is not popularity. This is about who can do the job. Should you retain and maintain, or should you let go? At this particular juncture, I would say retain what you have. Retain Mayor Matt Burke. Don't get involved in the shiggity boo and shiggity woo unless a qualified candidate with substance surface. Keep what you have, because if not, you may smile today, but watch this, you will cry tomorrow. Brown, 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 simply brown on Cleveland. My early predictions for election 2025. Should they stay? Should they go? Listen, I really don't know. But I'll tell you this, it can't nobody deny I called that presidential election, didn't I? I told y'all that joker, I told y'all she could not beat Mr. Trump. But hey, what do I know, right? Hey, I'm only like 13-0. Now, the truth be told, I can't win my own race. That's why I'm out that game. But damn it, I can win everybody else's. My name is Kimberly Brown. Brown, 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 that darn brown on Cleveland. And listen, my time is up. But as I say, each and every podcast and each and every day, I know that you may not like me. No, let's make it clear. I know you don't like me. And the truth be told is I don't like you either. However, if you need me, call me, but you better not talk about me, because you know why? I will talk about you back, and that is the fact. So listen, you guys, happy holidays, and always remember, oh, where's my gift? Oh, maybe not. You don't have to be a star, baby. You don't have to be a star, baby, to be on this show. You don't have to be a star, but yeah, you better be bold.